Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Last time, poor Jebediah had a small accident with the mystery goo. He had to go to the hospital, but it's okay because he's fine now. We got him back from the hospital. He's fine. Only minor lacerations. Look at him. Look at Mr. Pilot Kerbal. Log, flight of Kerbin. Nice, nice. He's minor at everything. He's got like good amounts of courage, good amounts of stupidity. That's always a good thing. Okay, Jebediah, you shall fly again today. This time, we're going for it. Not even a question. We are orbiting Kerbin and maybe bringing Jebediah back after we orbit Kerbin. That is debatable, though. Although, we did get some more science points, so we should probably go to the research division and see what we can do about getting something new. What do we have? We have 17 science points. So we could, the only thing that we can do is survivability, which will give us heat shield, radiator panel, micro landing strut, a radially mounted parachute, and a service bay. What is that even? A heat-resistant service bay, ideal for protecting delicate instruments and stowing small service components, such as RCS tanks and batteries. Interesting. Well, we're going to research this. It'll do brilliantly. Oh, look, basic science. Look at all this science stuff. We can't have it yet because we need 45 science, and I don't know if you've noticed, but we don't have any science. We lost all of our science! No, we spent it. It's fine. We didn't lose it. What did I just do? Oops. That is the satellite map. This is where, I guess I'll just tell you. This is where ultimately we'll be able to see all of our spacecrafts orbiting the various planets or landed on the various planets that we land them on. Of course, at this point, they don't exist because we don't have any. Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate. And we can go all the way out here. This is Elu, the equivalent to Pluto. We could go out there if we wanted to. Not right now, because we don't really have the capability to do it, and it would kind of be dooming a Kerman to death. We don't want to do that. We want to keep them alive, I think. Okay, let's look at these guys. We got a mass of 0.84. Ooh, I really think we want to go with the Mark 1 command pod for this one. Okay. I've got an idea in mind of what we're going to do. The first thing we need to do is do a stack decoupler right here, of course, standard, and we'll put, where in the heck are the parachutes? They are in, I know this one. Don't tell me. Here, no, I'm just gonna flip through until I find them. There we go, under utility. Note that in your books because I won't. Okay, so this is standard. We've got our Mark 1 command pod, parachute, radial decoupler. Radial, is it a radial decoupler? I don't even know. I should probably stop saying that. Okay, now we need some fuel, because of course we need a liquid engine. We're gonna put a good amount of fuel on here, because we want it to go the distance. Not just a distance, the distance. And then we're going to do another decoupler, because that's just standard, man. You gotta do it. And then, of course, we need our solid fuel boosters. And we have the Hammer. The Hammer Solid Fuel Booster. Greatest and most effective fuel booster to ever have been seen by anyone ever, period. Don't even question it. I'm telling you not to question it. Just don't do it. Okay, and we'll put this here. Put another one here like we did on the last vessel, if you recall. That's going to hold on the additional triple hammer that we're going to set up here. Come on, triple hammer. Be with me, triple hammer. There we go. So we're going to want to move these just a bit. Just like that. Okay. That looks beauteous. Doesn't that look beautiful? I think it looks beautiful. Admittedly, I don't think it's actually gonna go much farther than it did the last time, but that's okay. That's okay. We don't need it to go farther. We're not trying to, like, I don't know, go to space or anything. That's not what we're trying to do, is it? That is what we're trying to do. Oh God, okay. Then we need to put some science apparati on there. I did also remember a little thing. This is very useful. Once we're up in space, we can actually do reports from the cockpit, which can get us science, which I completely forgot about, and so haven't done it yet, which is unfortunate. Not the best. So there we go. What is this? The triple hammer drop! Oh yes, because we're gonna drop 3 hammers. Technically we're going to drop 4, and that could be termed as false advertising. But I'm just gonna say we're not actually advertising for anything, so it's probably not false advertisement. Jebediah Kerman, welcome back to the command pod. You are the greatest astronaut that Kerbal has, mostly because Kerbal only has 1 astronaut. Your job, if you choose to accept it, is pretty much just sit there, and we're going to launch you into space. We're launching you in 3, 2, 1, fire! Away we go! Oh Lord, look at that. It was spinning a bit. That's not the best, but I guess it's not the worst either. There's worse things that could happen. We could suddenly and spontaneously combust. Come on, you know that would be a lot worse than a bit of spinning. Unless, I mean, you don't consider that to be a lot worse than a bit of spinning. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. Why would... I messed up a bit, mate. Oh. It's all wrong. The sequencing was all wrong! We were supposed to fire all 4 at the same time! Now how are we going to get anywhere? Anyway. Mr. Jebediah Kerman is launching himself deep, deep into space. Very deep into space. Oh Lord, Jebediah Kerman! Slow down! You're going too quickly! Oh, we made a speed record of 1,050 meters per second. That is disgustingly impressive. Here we go, I guess. Well, Jebediah Kerman, how do you feel about this situation? Please, give us your best interpretation of what is occurring up there. Jebediah Kerman is simply staring at us. With a smile on his face, we can only assume that good things are happening. Jebediah Kerman is not much of a talker. Oh, we have reached 70K, and we are officially in space. Look at that. So, once we get into space, we can use this map while we're in the spacecraft to begin to plan our orbits and things. Of course, we can't plan our orbit for him because he's not going to orbit. He doesn't have the fuel to do it. Jebediah Kerman, you don't have the fuel. It's unfortunate. So he's just going to float upwards and eventually come back down, which isn't the worst thing to happen. I mean, we could have worse things occur. He could just never come back down, which is a concern of this space agency, but not the biggest concern because, of course, we don't really care all that much. Okay, we are at, let's get up to 130,000 meters. Jebediah Kerman, tell us what you see within the mystery goo. The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. It also appears to have become brittle. Interesting. We shall keep the data, and we shall bring it back for 10 research points later on. And now we shall also take a crew report. It seems that we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. Good job, man. Keep the data. We now have about 15 science points worth of data. And, mate, Jebediah Kerman, it's about time you came back home. We are at 170,000, 180,000, 185, 86, 87. Are you gonna get to 190, Jebediah? You are the highest. Nope, he's not gonna get there. Jebediah is officially the highest man on Earth. Literally in every way, actually. Jebediah, stop doing that weed. He just he lights up in his helmet and he just lets the smoke just sit there. It's terrible. You're not allowed to do that during space flights, Jebediah. That is, it's not illegal because, I mean, we're not technically that kind of authority, but Jebediah, you just can't do that. It's gonna impair your ability to pilot the spacecraft. And so here he comes plummeting to the Earth, doing what we've done every other time, which is slowly plummeting to our doom. Goodbye, Jebediah Kerman. You were a good astronaut. Too bad you're doomed to die. Nah, he's not doomed to die. Oh, what just happened? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jebediah? Transmit data! Transmit all! Go! Okay. Okay, we have transmitted all of our data. Jebediah Kerman. Goodbye, Jebediah Kerman! Oh, God. God. Jebediah Kerman has suffered a terrible incident. Oh, Lord. So, the parachute appears to have suffered catastrophic damage, and Jebediah Kerman has impacted the ground very quickly. Missing in action. Jebediah Kerman, no! That's unfortunate. Well, Jebediah, you're dead. He's dead. It's just the case. We can't save him. So, we did get some science back from all of that. We now have 15 science points. In the last moments of Jebediah's life, he transmitted the data that he'd gotten from space. Godspeed that man. He's brilliant. And he's given us amazing things to learn about. Oh, we need this. This is what we need. General rocketry. It'll get them even farther. How long will it take until we can make a drone of some sort? Miniaturization? That's not what I want. Space exploration, advanced flight landing, aerodynamics, advanced construction. What does that even mean? It must be way out here. Oh yeah, look, unmanned tech. Right there. So we could work down this way and get unmanned tech and then begin building satellites, which is an ideal situation. But for now, we really need this to get these super solid rocket boosters. It'll be amazing. Okay. So Jebediah Kerman is dead. In case anyone didn't notice. He's dead. And that's unfortunate. Everyone is very sad. A funeral will be held. He's going to be buried over there somewhere. And it's really unfortunate. In the future, we're going to probably heat shield our parachutes. It's probably a good idea. Okay. We're going to make a whole new rocket. That's right, another rocket. We're going to use a Mark I cockpit this time. Because I say so, because I felt like it. Look, I felt like it, just go with it, mate. And then we are going to put on, that's a service bay. I want this. A science junior device. I don't know what it is or what it does. But no doubt it is brilliantly interesting. Then we'll also, of course, put on a communicatortron in case things go terribly awry. Similar to last time, where things didn't quite go according to plan. Where's utility? There it is. We'll put on some parachutes. That should do for parachutes. Radiator panels. Can we put it right over the parachute? No. We'll put one here. That looks ridiculous. That looks absolutely ridiculous, but it might just work. I don't know. So what I'm doing is throwing radiator panels over the parachutes. Hopefully they'll still deploy. And that should protect the parachutes upon re-entry, maybe? Question mark? I don't know. I haven't had to deal with re-entry heat before. It's unfortunate. It didn't exist before. I would have preferred for it to never exist. But we have to face the facts that it does exist, and that's a bad thing. Okay, we're gonna put 4 fuel pods on there, throw on a liquid engine. Then we're going to do a stack decoupler and set up, I guess, probably the same. Oh my lord, where did it go? It's under structural. There we go. We're probably gonna set up the same thing that we did last time. A quadruple hammer of death. Boom, and then we'll put, where is, there we go. Nope, we need the structural thing. This little girder that went to market will go right here. We'll put a quadruple solid fuel booster and put in another structural component there, just to make sure that it stays on, because it'd be terrible if these things broke off. Absolutely wretched. Okay, there we go. So that's on there. We'll put a couple fins on just to make sure that we have good control of the situation. Boom. Heat shield. Okay, so can't really put a heat shield anywhere that's actually significant. That's unfortunate, but it's okay at the same time. And then we'll put fins on here. I don't think it's terribly necessary to have those fins, but I'm putting them on anyway, so get over it. Okay. This is the Super Science Otron thing. Mark. I don't know. It doesn't have a mark. We're not going to make another one. Who's going to pilot this? Let's look at who we have. We have a scientist. Valentine Kerman is a pilot. So, Valentina Kerman, welcome to the astronaut rule place. You're going to be launched into space. Sorry, it's going to happen. 32 out of 30 parts. Oh. Oh. We don't... Okay, so our main construction building can only hold so many parts at a time. So we're going to upgrade it. Now it can hold even more parts because we were over in the parts. We could only make things that were 30 pieces. We can now make things that are 32 pieces. And we're going to ferry it out to the runway. And we're going to launch it into space. Hopefully it's going to work out. Here we go. Okay, Valentina Kerman. I hope that you are ready for your launch. You have big shoes to fill. Shoes that have also been incinerated upon impact. Jebediah Kerman! For Jebediah! There we go! Valentina is loving it so far. We are launching her far, far into space. Farther than anyone has ever... Oh, Lord, no! Oh, no, 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 no. Things are going terribly wrong. Eject. Just... No. Launch. Fire the rockets. Additional thrust. Get away from it. Get away from it. Okay. Turn down the thrust all the way. Okay. We're going to try to regain composure. Get yourself facing the correct direction. Come on, let's go. Launch the rockets. Don't do it. We're going places, Valentina. We're not staying here. We can't survive here. Oh, nope, we've lost it again. We've lost it again. We are going everywhere. Oh, Lord. We're just gonna have to unthrottle and release. Valentina Kerman, observe the materials bay. It's not particularly interesting, but let's see what we got. The less resilient samples appear to have splattered around the interior, forming new and interesting color combinations. How nice. And Valentina, do a crew report. The shore looks inviting, and you watch the waves roll into the coast. Keep that data. We now have much science to bring back in. We are plummeting towards the Earth, Valentina. Launch the parachutes. Oh, well. Huh. That's okay. It was okay. I give that like a 4. Like, if I were to rate that, and I'm going to rate it on a legitimate scale this time because I think it deserves it, between a 1 to 10, I'd give that about 2. So, Valentina Kerman, you have succeeded in a 2-star rocket launch. Things went terribly wrong. Luckily, nobody died, which is good. Last time someone actually died. Poor Jebediah Kerman. Poor Jebediah. But this time, nobody's died. Luckily, it won't take much for the retrieval crew to come and pick up Valentina, because she's just, like, gonna be literally, like, right next to the entire astronaut complex. So, there you go. Jeez, Valentina. You're gonna need to work on your piloting skills, which may or may not have been a part of what just occurred there. Oh, that was terrible. Well, back to Earth. And with that is going to be the end of our episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, you're not going to see Jebediah, because Jebediah is dead. It's unfortunate. Jebediah died in a giant fireball. And we're going to have to, live with that loss and deal with Valentina, who is apparently not very good at piloting spacecrafts. She's really good at crashing them, though. She did get us like 20 science points, so that's a thing. So yeah, next time we are going to... Oh, look, 1 XP gain. Good for you. So next time we're going to continue, launch more rockets. Valentina will be launched into space, into orbit, potentially. But until then, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.